It seems that filming Harry Potter is a dream come true. However, when you learn about how many hours actors spend on makeup and how difficult it is to wear it for long hours during filming, your opinion changes. Transforming people into Gringotts goblins, creating Voldemort's terrifying makeup, and creating Hagrid's enormous body were not only time-consuming for the actors, but also quite painful. During the filming of Goblet of Fire, the underwater scene was, in theory, supposed to be created using computer graphics. However, it was actually a real underwater shoot. The gills for the actor were created from a mixture of silicone and silk, and had to be glued to his neck in order to prevent them from falling off during the long underwater scenes. They also had to move up and down, as if the actor was breathing through them. This was a difficult challenge for Daniel, but he managed to overcome it successfully. Robbie Coltrane, who played Hagrid, was tall, but not tall enough for the role. To make him appear larger, they put him on shoes with a huge platform, gave him a special wig, and created a costume that made him look more imposing. For the general plans, they built a huge body, in which a stand-in was placed. It was filled with a large amount of cotton wool to create a massive appearance, and on top of that, the stand-in put on a replica of Hagrid's head. However, the suit turned out to be so bulky that they had to build cold water tubes into it, as the stand-in would simply overheat and even lose consciousness if they did not. To transform people into Gringotts goblins, the makeup team started their work at 4 a.m. The team made casts of each actor's face and created individual masks and body parts. They put these on the actors, one by one, using special prosthetics for the hands. Long, false nails and teeth completed the look. Each goblin makeup took about 4 hours to apply, and had to be done anew each day of filming. Because of the special contact lenses, the actors had a hard time seeing anything. They needed assistance to move around the set. In total, 45 goblins were created in this way. This is how it is every day for the British actor Warwick Davis, who not only plays Professor Flitwick, but also Griphook from Gringotts Bank. It takes hours and tons of makeup to create one character that looks different from another. Based on the shape of the actor's face, a mask was created from a mixture of silicone and plaster, allowing the wearer to breathe only through their nose. Unlike other methods, this process took hours and required a significant amount of makeup. Warwick says that each muscle of his face was very difficult to control due to the mask and multiple layers of makeup. His voice also had to be trained to function properly again due to the dentures he was wearing. In order to make the actor who portrayed Aberforth, Dumbledore's younger brother, look as similar to Michael Gambon as possible, makeup artists applied tons of makeup and used special wigs. They added silicone to the forehead and face, removed natural hair, added bags under the eyes, replaced eyebrows, and of course, added a suitable wig and beard. If you think that Aunt Marge's inflated appearance in Harry Potter is computer graphics, you are mistaken. It was a real production. 20 people worked to create and dress the actress. The costume looked like a giant balloon, complete with pumps and chambers. A separate head camera was also made, on which the face was painted and gradually inflated. In order to create the transformation of Professor Lupin into a werewolf, the makeup team created several masks for each stage of the process and then applied special effects during filming. The goal was to make the werewolf transformation look more realistic than any previous Hollywood films. The team paid special attention to the eyes and added 2 large scars to the mask for effect. The transformation process took about 6 hours for each stage and involved the creation of a new, custom-made false body for the actor to wear. Imagine how many different disguises the actor went through to completely become a werewolf. It was a long and arduous process that required careful attention to detail. The makeup team worked very hard to ensure that Peter Pettigrew's transformation into a rat was realistic on screen. The actor spent several hours sitting in an armchair as the makeup artists worked their magic, applying a gray, balding wig, brown teeth, and dirty, sharp nails, as well as rough skin to any exposed areas. He described the experience as unbearably agonizing. We may not notice it, but Lucius Malfoy undergoes significant changes throughout the story. Applying makeup and fixing the wig each time took a long time. Heavy bags were applied under the eyes, and the entire face was covered in heavy, pale makeup to make the character look tired and unwell. As the finale approached, Malfoy looked like a shadow of his former self. Brendan Gleeson's makeup also became a real challenge. makeup artists added an artificial layer of skin to the actor's face for several hours, so they could securely insert an artificial eye into the dense layer of makeup, making the eye look natural on the face. The actor's natural eye was covered with double-sided tape, and an artificial eye was glued on top. He saw with only one eye on set. The special effects team controlled the magic eye from a remote control. However, sometimes the eye would pop out of its socket. When we first saw Voldemort, we were, to say the least, shocked. With the help of a large amount of makeup and special effects, the actor was transformed into a real monster. It took hours to complete each time, and in total, it had to be done up to 70 times. Furthermore, the last 2 films required up to 50 instances of this process. In addition, it was challenging for the actor to move around with makeup on, including false eyebrows, a modified eye shape, and creepy teeth and claws. However, they did not use special effects for the nose, and instead finished it using other techniques. Do you remember the scene where Harry breaks his arm while playing Quidditch? Gilderoy Lockhart attempted to cure Harry's hand, but instead he removed all of the bones. The hand was not computer-generated, but a real prosthetic that was attached to Daniel Radcliffe's arm. As a souvenir, Daniel kept his trophy and a pair of famous glasses, along with the prosthetic hand. For Sybil Trelawney, a professor of divination, special glasses were created that made her eyes look funny and huge. The actress found it difficult to wear the glasses, as they greatly magnified objects around her. During the filming of the epic battle at Hogwarts, the makeup team worked for days, creating fake blood and painting fake wounds on hundreds of students and servants of Lord Voldemort. The actors, especially Matthew Lewis, who played Neville Longbottom, had to wear itchy fake blood and uncomfortable silicone pads for their wounds for days at a time, which was very tiring. In the end, when we see the grown-up main characters in the film, they were not aged using special effects, as they often are these days. Instead, they used makeup, a lot of makeup. At first, the makeup artists went a bit too far, and our characters started to look like elderly people. However, in the end, everything worked out well. And who was your favorite character in the Harry Potter movies? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.